Hi friends, welcome back, or welcome if you are new to Life with Brandy. All right, so I figured I'd take you along on getting all my junk for the week into my planner. And yes, I am behind, but that's okay. I got lots of junk from last week, or no, the previous week. I don't have that much actually from this week because I haven't done crap this week. So this is like all of my junk. These are actually from these rings. I have another one too, but it doesn't fit on this finger where I wanted it, but that's okay. I have a few. I got some earrings. I got some necklaces. I got them all off from TikTok shop. Not TikTok shop. Like they do the auctions. I have bought some sunglasses. I have bought some purses. I've got to stay off there. But now I have seen that I've started drinking the no sugar sweet tea, but they were out that day, so I ended up just getting the sweet tea. And now I have found the 12 packs at my local Walmart of the gold sugar-free Gold Peak sweet tea. So but yeah, so I have bought my grandbaby sneakers on there for school. Really good deals. And now I see that they have like Milwaukee tools and things. One of our local farms, they have a farm stand, and yes, I am swimming in tomatoes in my garden, but I did stop and get some Roma tomatoes from them. I bought some zucchini because we did not grow zucchini, but I love zucchini bread. So I picked up some of that, got that grated, and put some of it in the freezer. And then I'm going to make zucchini bread this weekend. Well, today. I'm just trying to find all these little things from my purchases from TikTok, kind of put them all together over here on the side, and put all my other random thingies. But yeah, so I bought like the grandbabies, Jordans for school off TikTok. I got me a pair of Adidas, my daughter a pair of Adidas. I am going to be watching for some Milwaukee tools for my husband because he likes Milwaukee. I went shopping. My daughter was sick, so I ended up just going anyways out to Watertown to get my granddaughter some school clothes, and I found some really good deals. I think I talked about that out in the last one, in my last video. Where do I want to put that? We'll just put that right here. I had to have blood work done, and then I forgot we actually had these in our freezer. So those were a delicious find. That was from that. My husband was stung by a bee on, was it Wednesday? And that was like the third time he was stung by a bee. And he started swelling. So it was not good. And we ended up going to get an EpiPen from my sister. He used to be allergic, then he wasn't. And because I think he's been stung so many times, so between last year and this year, he has been stung like 5 times. And I think he's become allergic now, but we aren't sure if it was a honeybee or if it was a hornet or a wasp. We're not 100% sure because it was in his back and he was weed whacking. So we got EpiPen from my sister, and instantly he stopped swelling. He stopped itching. His face went down. Thank God, because he doesn't have health insurance. So that would have been a very expensive trip to the hospital. But yeah, I thought I would take you along on getting all the stuff into my journal this week. We'll just set that over there. We did go watch Super Troopers 3, which was a funny movie. Just something fun to do for me and my husband. We did that last Saturday. So that goes in for last week. Well, actually, yeah, it goes in for last week. So I'm just going to like glue this down. Let me find some double-sided tape, because I don't think the actual glue is going to stick because it's kind of a slick surface already. So we're just going to take some of this double-sided tape, which I am pretty well stocked up on for my double-sided tape, but I'm trying to work through it because I don't want it to lose its stickiness, because I think I've had it for maybe a year or two now, but I know washi tape likes to lose its stickiness, and when you go to use it, you sometimes have to put tape on the back of it, which I'm totally fine with. And I'm not 100% sure if this double-sided tape, well, this is actually from scrapbook.com, and I don't 100% like this tape because this piece constantly comes out and then it's sticky. So that's another reason why I'm trying to use it up, because I would like to get some thicker stuff as well, because I use way too much of the thinner stuff because I want to make sure it's secure and not going to fall off in a year. Yeah. So I do have to work this morning, so I may have to cut off and come back when I get done. We'll see. I'll see what I can get done this morning, because I still got to let my dog out. I mean, my husband will be back in like an hour because he has to go do rounds at work. He only has to go in for an hour on the weekends to do those. I wish I had weekends off. Oh my God, that would be amazing. or at least every other weekend, but that's okay. Maybe one day. And don't get me wrong, I get a lot of sales on the weekends, but I mean, just working every Saturday is getting tiresome. And I mean, even like right this year has been kind of weird. We've had no slowdown period, even through the winter. We did not have a slowdown, which was very odd because that's normally our slowdown, our time to catch our breath. But we have not had any slowdown, and that's okay. Our weather up here has been very weird. I don't know how it's been. I mean, Indiana's getting flooded, I guess. I saw that last night. I feel horrible for those people. Like, houses were completely, like, almost covered. Like, up to the roof. I feel so bad for people, like, when that stuff happens. I mean, when you're in a hurricane zone, you kind of expect flooding, but these people are in Indiana. Like, you don't expect that kind of stuff. Kind of like the whole Ashland, Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee, all that stuff. Like, you don't expect to get flooding in the mountains. You don't expect to get hit by a hurricane 300 miles in from the coast. So I don't know what is going on. Maybe they need to stop playing with our weather, because we have literally had a storm for like the last 6 days. Not yesterday. So yesterday was Friday. So Thursday, it was supposed to be sunny all day long. Was that Thursday? No, it was Wednesday. So is it sunny? No chance of showers, nothing. My husband, it was my day off. My husband gets home. He got home probably like, I think it was like 3 o'clock. And he went out to the garden. I was working on prepping stuff to put into the freezer from the garden and from the farm stand that I stopped and got things at. And the sky starts turning black. I'm like, what in the world? He goes, yeah, we're supposed to get storms. I'm like, no, we're not. And he was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I looked at it this morning and it said absolutely no storms, nothing. So I was totally caught off guard. Yeah. And, yeah, it stormed like 3 times that night. Horribly stormed. And my poor Roscoe is petrified of storms. And I thought it was done storming. I ended up going to bed probably like 11:30 because I kind of wanted to stay up with him because he gets so anxious during them. And I felt so bad. So about 11:30, we went to bed, and it was only storming just like a little bit. And then at some point, it must have started storming again in the middle of the night. It was like 3 o'clock. And I heard him like pacing back and forth. So I was like, all right, I got to get up. I got to take him outside. He's going to pee. I couldn't even get out of bed fast enough for him. And he ended up peeing in our bathroom. Mind you, he is going to be 10 years old this year. And I felt bad for him. I mean, I'd rather him pee in the bathroom with linoleum, but I just felt bad for him. My poor little man. He normally doesn't go to the bathroom in the house. It's only usually during, like, if he does, it's during a massive storm. And it was not a good storm for him. Like, even right now, with the way we've been getting storms, if it rains, he starts getting a little panicky. And, I mean, I kind of can't blame him because you don't know if it's in a storm or not, and he does not like storms. So, let's cut this popcorn out. Yeah, so we went down, we watched Super Troopers 3. Oh my God, it's a funny comedy movie. It's a dumb rom-com, but it was something to do. And normally we actually, this is the first time that we've gone to the drive-ins this year. Normally we go at least 2 or 3 times, but man, there has not been anything good for movies this year. Actually, in the last few years, there really hasn't been too many good movies that we would want to go watch. I know Practical Magic's supposed to be coming out. That's not till like November. And we like to go to the drive-ins. Movie theaters are just way too freaking expensive. Like, for us to go to the drive-ins, I think it was like $14 for the both of us to go in. We went to the concession stand. We got our nachos, which I was really disappointed with. I was so looking forward to the nachos because last year when we went, they were so good. They were like, the regular nacho chips that you get. No, this time they were the cheapest tortilla chips that I think they could possibly find. They were worse than Dollar Tree tortilla chips. And that's saying a lot. I mean, like, come on. You can afford, you get plenty of people I think they're open like 5 nights a week. So, like, come on. It was sad. So I got those, and my husband also got them because he likes nachos too. So it's like, we were just so disappointed. And I mean, the price that they charge for food too, it sucks. And to charge us, $5 for nachos that you probably paid like freaking 10 cents for a bag of them because they tasted like garbage. Yes, I was annoyed. I was very annoyed. And then I got a 3-piece chicken strip, and then we got deep fried Oreos, which I think the guy didn't cook them long enough because they were so soggy. But whatever. We still had a good time. And we will go back. But obviously, unless we notice that they're the real nacho chips, we will not be buying nachos again. And of course, we always love the popcorn. Popcorn's always the best. I do want to go up to this local restaurant in Malone, where I am originally from, and get a poutine. It is fries, gravy, and cheese curd, and it is delicious. So I would love to go up there before they close for the winter. So let's get that in there. Let me find my glue book. Where did I throw you? Right here. I'm going to need to pause and make some room for my glue book. Let me see what I can do here. Okay. My dog also had to go out too. To you, it didn't seem like any time, but it was like 10 minutes. Alrighty, let's get this one done. Because I'm sure I'm just going to have to pause it and put it together, piece it together, finish it when I get home. I've been picking up my glue sticks because they are on sale right now with the back to school stuff. And I think they're like $3 for a 12 pack. So yes, ma'am, I will be picking that up. Because there's not much in them. I bought these ones actually off from Amazon. There's like, what is it? 0.32 ounces. So there is not much in these. So I kind of like go through these, but I've been picking up the Walmart brand ones, and there's a little bit more in those, but for $3 for 12 of them, I'll take it. I do have some of the Aleene's, the Aleene's Extreme, which I found those at the Dollar Tree, but they're $1.25 a piece. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of good. I'm paying $1.25 for one glue stick. Let's put that there. I think we're going to have to tape. Where did I throw my tape? Right here. We're going to have to tape this. But yes. So has anybody been watching the Lindsay Clancy trial? Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it. My mom's actually been obsessed with it too. But my mom's a nurse, so that is one thing that she has been into it. But she's also been getting more into the crime stuff too. But yeah, she calls me every day and she's like, "Did you see it?" And like yesterday, I didn't get to see much of it because the other two people that I work with were not at the office in the morning, and then it was just me and one of the other ladies, because one of them had to skip out, and I had shit to get done, so I had to catch up with it last night. But oh my God, Lindsay's lawyer, man, he is doing a phenomenal job. And I know a lot of people, there's a lot of speculation, and me personally, I've been following this case since it like started, when everything happened. And you know, personally, I think it is kind of weird that the cops instantly believed Patrick saying she did it the second they showed up. Like, they just believed him. They didn't do any investigation, nothing. Like, those babies, I don't believe she did it. I don't. There's just too much reasonable doubt. And his inconsistency in his statements, and when he's on the stand, it's just the things that are coming out are really, really starting to prove otherwise. And she may have pleaded guilty, but I think that was because, and I don't think she actually pleaded guilty, but she did. But I think there was a lot more to it when they said she pleaded guilty. So, yeah, I mean, you got it. I think we're on day like 13. I think yesterday was day 13. And there's been so many people brought to the stand, psychiatrists, doctors, witnesses, EMTs, everything. And with only the husband's DNA on the stretch bands, and him supposedly sending emails which contradict him being out of the house, and there's just, I don't know. Anyways, so back to this, because you know, I get really into it. And there's this one guy on TikTok, every time I comment on somebody else's video about the case, he like pulls my comment and starts like ranting and raving. And I'm thinking, why are you pulling my comment from other people's videos and putting them onto your video and ranting and raving and not giving the context about what the other video was that wasn't even yours? So yeah, you're a creep, and stop pulling my comments from other people's videos. So yeah, he got blocked. I kind of wanted to use this piece, but I think I used it on my other page. Let me see. When did we go to the movies? I did. I used it back here. And I don't think I have any pictures of me and my husband. So we're just going to toss that right into the trash. Perfect. I probably could have put another Coca-Cola up there, but I probably could pull it, but it's probably dry now. Let's see. Let's see if I could pull this one. Oh, I can. I might not be able to pull it from there. Oh, I did. Sweet. Let's put the Diet Coca-Cola. Let's put it like that. Yeah. We'll throw this one away. We don't need that one. Tape. So yeah, I follow that. There's a couple of the true crime podcasts that I follow that have covered it. She obviously did suffer from postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety. And I don't feel like those doctors or therapists or psychiatrists were actually doing what they should have been doing. And we do have a horrible, horrible mental health crisis in the United States. And they just want to feed you pills. Every doctor just wants to feed you pills. And this is the truth. Because a lot of doctors do get paybacks from the pharmaceutical companies. And that's horrible. And that's why we have an very addictive population now. A lot of people get addicted to pills in our country, and it's horrible. It's just horrible. And that's why I don't take any sort of pain medicine for my back. Even when I had my back surgeries, I did not take the pain medicine as long as they told me to. I still have pain medicine, and I won't take it, like, unless I absolutely cannot stand the pain anymore. But I think I stopped taking my pain medicine maybe 3 days after my back surgery, just because that stuff is strong. Like, I just don't want to be taking it. I mean, it makes you feel weird. And honestly, it wasn't helping my pain. I just dealt with the pain. I did sleep, I think, for like 2 days after my back surgery. You know, I mean, I was up for a little bit and then I would sleep. I would be up for a little bit and then I would sleep. But that is the way of back surgery, or any major surgery, to be honest with you. You kind of just like stay in bed or get up to go to the bathroom and get some food, or, you know, maybe we can put this like this, but then that leaves that up there. We could put this one up there. Yes, let's do that. I do have some movie tickets that I want to put on this here too. But yeah, so I have had like a pain medicine that's like a Tylenol Motrin mixture, and they've given that to me a few times, and both times I've had to stop taking it because it messes with my kidneys. And that is something that you just can't mess with. You just can't mess with your kidney levels. Let's see, what do we got for movie tickets? Let's see, we got some stuff right here. Put this mess back over here. Let me see. All right. We could put that down there. Let's just do a quick fussy cut. But yeah, so I'm kind of like, for moving on from that little spiel, I'm watching to see if they have any more good movies before they close. I think they close Labor Day, which sucks because I don't think there's anything else good coming out. They do have some children's movies, but I don't think either one of my grandbabies will sit through a movie. I think Asher would fall asleep, Penelope would get bored and rambunctious. So I don't think either one of them, we're going to cut that down a little bit. I don't think either one of them would sit and watch a movie. I mean, at the drive-ins, it would be easier, but I mean, I don't know. For Paw Patrol, they might, but I don't know about, I mean, Asher might for Cars, but that kid might fall asleep before we even get there. And then we'll do that smaller Admit one. But yeah, he falls asleep very easily in the car when I pick him up or anything like that. He'll fall asleep before we even get to my house. So I don't think that would be a very good option. Plus, I think he ends up falling asleep kind of early. He's like a 9 o'clock baby. Penelope, she's a night owl. Oh my gosh, she was so funny. On Wednesday, my daughter calls me and she's like, I made Penelope mad. I'm like, what'd you do to her? She goes, I did her hair. And she got so mad at me when I was done. And she got up on the couch and she goes, Grandma. And I was like, oh, let me talk to my baby. And like, mind you, she has autism. I mean, she's learning so many new words and I absolutely love it. And Penelope has so much energy. So for her she took the phone from her mom and she was sitting on the couch just listening to me. I was talking to her. I took her out to the garden with me. We were on the phone for like a half an hour, and that girl sat there for a half an hour listening to me babble. I was just going on and on and on and talking to her. And she just sat there. And I was like, listen, I told your mom not to touch your hair again. Don't make you mad again. And oh my God, she's just so sweet. I love that girl so much. And like, you know, she just amazes me every day. She's so strong and willing to learn. I mean, you know, everybody has their days. And Wednesday was not her day. She was not impressed with her mother. So there's that. All right, what else do I want to get done? I think I need a few pictures. So we're going to wait on the jewelry. Let's do this one. This one we went, I don't think we need those little stickers. Okay, so we went, I think I need some pictures for this stuff too. I did stop at my favorite Mennonite store, which is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that stuck down with that on there. I might have to shave it off. Let me see. Where is my knife? So I cut down one of my gold peaks. No, you don't go there. That's why I didn't see my knife. Let me see if I can cut this plastic off a little bit. Because there's like a little lip here. Let's see if I can get it off. Looks like I might be able to. Just so I don't want to cut myself. Oh, that's a problem. And I got another one that I kept and cleaned. And at the end of this journal, I am going to make like a little dangle. I got some of my monster tags I did buy at the Crookshanks. I bought these cute little dangles. And then I got another one. I think I showed these on my last video. They're super cute. I did pick one up yesterday too because they had some more in stock. And then they had a really cute pen too. So I picked that up. I'm hoping that they will have some carrots today. They had been picked through big time by the time I got there because I had to wait for the other ladies to get back from whatever adventure they were on. I think they had to bring the van out to the guys. They needed our work van because one of the guys can't drive our vehicles. So they needed the work van. I think we got it. Okay. So we'll put that up there. They needed the work van because it had certain tools and they were set in one of our homes for a customer. And so the two women had to drive the van and one of their vehicles so they could get back. And by the time they got back, I was like, I gotta run up to Crookshanks. I need some carrots. Well, they were all picked through. They were so tiny. I was kind of disappointed, but I'm gonna look and see if they're gonna have carrots again this morning because I want to can some for us, and then I also want to can some for Asher Man because he only eats vegetables. He does not like fresh vegetables. He only likes them like out of the can and stuff. But hey, they're vegetables, and he eats them. So this way, he's at least getting fresh vegetables, and we know where they're coming from, and we know they're not going to be recalled because Grandma did it. And Penny, well, she's a very picky eater, very picky. I was going to like do all of my sweet teas that I have drank, but I literally drink one almost every single day. So I've been drinking one of these every day, and then I drink probably 2 or 3 Stanleys of water because I am having a lot of issues with my edema right now for some reason. We're trying to figure out why. So they upped my fluid medication. See, I do take medication, but only for certain things like high blood pressure. Yes, and anxiety. Yes, because if I don't take that anxiety medicine, oh my Lord, that would not be a good day for anybody. Trust me, I've been out of it before, and it was not a good time. If you can't see me, I'm just trimming up this Pure Leaf sweet tea. But yeah, I thought about keeping like the gold peaks. And honestly, I could keep this little one into a whole page or 2-page spread. But I don't think I need them for this page. I might just do these 3 bigger ones. Maybe I will do that. Just do a whole page of those smaller ones. And then what I think I'll do is I'm going to put that Crookshanks Farm Stand sticker. And I ended up buying like the things that you put at the end of the corn cobs. Our corn's not ready. So I did end up buying 2 dozen of corn from them as well. But I think we're going to make that actually tonight for dinner. We have leftover chicken breasts that I made, and I think we're going to make some corn on the cob to go with it. And I think I'm going to do something like this, maybe. We'll put it up there like that, and then I could put, if I move this down, I could put that right there. Yeah, we'll do that. My eye is like super itchy. And I'm thinking maybe I'll cut this down because it's sticky. So let's do that. I don't know why it's so sticky right there, but I'm going to keep these guys. I'm going to find me a little envelope to keep them in and start holding on to them. I think I only have 2 of my 12-pack left. All right, let's get these ones taped in. Let's glue them in, actually. And then I got to see what time it is because I got to get ready for work. But yeah, because like I haven't been drinking my Dunkin' Donuts, guys. Like, I stopped doing that because I am saving for our vacation next year. We did end up changing because we had talked it over and we were, you know, set. We were going to do the Utah trip, but then after talking about it and we weren't too keen on how much it was going to cost us with renting the UTV, the camper, and then still having to rent places to stay possibly if we couldn't find any like off-grid camping or, you know, something like that. And then possibly we'll still have to buy a ton of food because we're going to be in a camper and we're still going to have to eat out. So we decided to change our plans. We already booked a cabin and we're going to go down to Tennessee again. And we are going to do a bunch of things that we wanted to do last time in 2025 that we did not get to. because we were down there for a week and I had a lot of things that I wanted to, I wonder how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that one? But there's a lot of things that I wanted to do and we didn't end up doing it, but there was a lot of things that we did do, which I'm going to be starting that book here probably tomorrow. I don't know. I have 3 sisterhood journals I got to be doing for my group too, because, you know, they sent them to me like literally all at the same time. And then I have one of my internationals. I got the other one ready to mail out, but with our storm yesterday, the post office did not have power. So that did not work out in my favor. And I'm not going to be able to get there today because it's going to be closed at 3 o'clock by the time I get to work. So Monday it is. All right. Let's see. How are we going to do this? I mean, hot glue would probably be the best option. What do we got? Oh, you know what? I have some glossy accent. And I think that would be perfect. I'm saving all of my fruit stickers. That's going to take me a long time to fill up a page, but that's okay. Yes, let's use some glossy accent. What I'll do is I'll put it on the back. Maybe, if it comes out. Get me a little pokey tool. Let's see, we need a long one. Perfect. Let's see. Maybe. And then we'll go over it too with the glossy accent. Listen, I'm not going to fight with you this morning. Come on. I'll just get my big one if you don't want to work for me. I know you want to work. Oh, boys. I'm telling you what. All right, let's try it one more time. If you don't come out, then we're getting the other bottle. All right. We'll use this one. Are you opened? I think you're open. You might not be open. I think it's a brand new bottle. Okay. Let's see. You open now? Do I gotta cut down further? Yep, you're open. Okay. Let's put some here in the middle. I think I gotta cut down a little bit further because there we go. What in the world? Oh, there we go. I got the chunk right there. Okay. Oh, there we go. So let's get this put on right here, and then we're going to go right over it with the glossy accent. Oh, no. And it's going to kind of look like a badge almost. And I am making a huge mess with it. It's spreading. I did not want you to do that. Let me see here. Oh, what I got? Let's use this guy. We got a wipey right here. Just need a little bit to come down here on the side. Apparently, I didn't realize how much I was squeezing out on that. Get that off my finger before it dries. Okay. And now I think I can just come in here and like clean up this little bit of a mess I got going on. That's not what I wanted to do, but hey, that works. I wonder if I can heat dry it. Let me see. I need to get an extension cord for my heat dryer or my heat gun because that thing has like the shortest cord on it. And I gotta move this like way over here. Like, see, this is as far as I can bring it. Let's see. Oh, it's going to take a bit longer for me to, let me see my pokey tool. There's like a bubble in it. Oh yeah, it's going to dry quick if I keep using that. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to finish letting it dry by itself because it's like warping my page and the heat gun's like shrinking my, we're going to put some heavy stuff on this page to kind of like lay it out again. What else do I got that's heavy? This jar is a little heavy. Okay. It is drying it a lot quicker, but I'm going to finish letting it just dry by air and then I'll come back as soon as I get done work. Okay, I'm back from work. It is actually the next day. I had to do some gardening and get that stuff done. So let's hop right back in. We got our glossy accent all completely dry here. So now it's kind of like a epoxy almost. I just let that dry. I did it when I was with the heat gun there. This kind of shrunk a little bit, but that's okay. We are going to need some tape for this because my tape runner will not stick on that. I thought about stopping at the farm stand yesterday to see if they had carrots, but they did not update it, so I wasn't sure, because they have a Facebook page, so I wasn't sure if they had put any out, but that's okay. Plus it was like homecoming weekend in that town, so I was like, yeah, I'm just not gonna worry about it. Well, excuse you, Roscoe. Once I'm done here, I have to go and dice up some carrots that I do have. So that way, I'm probably just going to blanch them and then freeze them, but we will see. Where do I want to put this guy? You okay, buddy? I think he's okay. I think I might go like that. Try and get it to go like under. I was shocked that they had stickers, but I was like, sweet. I'll take a couple of those. I bought like 2 of them. The other day I did buy a pen. They do some like 3D printing as well. This is just from the corn. This is from the corn holders. I took that off. All right, let's see what other kind of crap we got over here. Not crap, but junk from the week. And these were, because I was behind, so yes, of course they're, part of this week. I'll throw those on there. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to throw, where do I put that? Maybe right there. So I did decide to keep all of my smaller ones of these guys, and I'm going to probably put them in a baggie of some sort and hold them till the end and do a full page of these guys. Let's see, what do we have over here for junk? I don't need those. We already did that. Oh, I got this little sourdough thing. Let's trim this guy up. So this is from the store that I go to. It's like a Mennonite Amish store. Let me see if I can separate that because I like this. I want both sayings. I can. Cool. Okay. And they hand make their own pretzels. They are delicious, but holy good Lord, they are hard pretzels. Like, I felt like I was going to break a tooth. And they actually have where you can go to the factory, I guess, in a nearby town, so they're locally made, and go through the pretzel factory. I mean, they're really good. They're sourdough pretzels, but very hard. And of course, I did not cut that straight. Shocker. And I did not, like, I just got like the sampler bag just to try and see if I like them, because I do like pretzels, but let's do it like that. And then grab our, I don't think I need the cone folder anymore. So let's get this on here. Do we want to put it like this? Maybe? Yeah, let's do that. I probably could trim up that top part, but yeah, maybe let's do that. Trim up that top part. I tend to try and buy like local fruit and vegetables from our Amish or our local farmers because of all the recalls and stuff that's been going on. I don't trust the grocery stores. I don't even remember the last time that I bought vegetables from the grocery store. Okay, now let's get this one glued on. Plus we've been, you know, growing our own. So that is very helpful too. And we've been talking about what we're going to grow next year, because I think our garden's almost pretty much done for the stuff that we grew, except for our corn. We still got some corn that's going, and we have Brussels sprouts, and then I got some tomatoes and a few peppers that are still need to get a bit bigger. Okay, let's see what else we got over here. Let's put this Klondike bar. I might have to cut this down a little bit. And I think I'm going to do like a little flappy flap. And then that way I might only have to do this one page. But we will see. I prefer to only do one page for my weekly junk. Only because it shouldn't take more than, well, one spread anyways, I should say. So I'm going to attempt to do that. I still have to put the jewelry tags. Yes, I am going to cut right into that. And then I'm probably going to trim some off over here. So probably right there. So yesterday, I started filming this, and then I had to go to work. And it was definitely a busy day. Let's make that a little more clean on those cuts right there. Let's see. Do I need to cut it a bit more? Yeah, we're going to cut it a little bit more because it's kind of like catching on that other side. And I think that would be good. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, so it was a busy day yesterday. I think I had 5 people come in, and I had a couple that drove like 2.5 hours to look at a lot model, and they decided they wanted it. So we got that all taken care of for them, and they're very excited. I'm excited for them. I love seeing, you know, people buy their first home. It is awesome. All right, where's my tape? Where's my tape? Right here. Okay, let's get that up in there. Nope, that's not what you wanted to do, Brandy. Come back up. Thank you. And that tape's stuck. As long as I can put another piece in there. Okay. Go over towards the edge. I'm actually loving using like these composition notebooks that I've had. I need to pop that up a bit more. They just fill out so nicely. I don't think I've done the flip of the last one I did. That'll be my next video. I'll do the flip of my last. Maybe I did. I can't remember. I'll have to get on and look. I might have. And then we're just gonna. Oh, it's the paper. Okay. Just flip it over here. Pull it. There we go. I might have to come in and glue that down a little bit more. Then we'll just take another piece and come over here. And another small piece for that top area. So when you guys, do you guys junk journal? And if you do you keep track of like all your supplies that you have used up? Because I have like a stock, like a major stock, because I used to scrapbook, and I've kind of like scrapbook in here. Like my grandson yesterday was in the Derby. So that's like a scrapbook page for me that I just threw together. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to possibly like tape that down. Okay, so over here, I got a new canning huge new canning pot. You know what? Let me take this down real quick because this is going to be popping up. And I'm going to use my packing tape and it's very loud. So pause one quick second. Okay, I got that all taped down so it should not catch anymore when I flip. Okay, good. Now how do I want to do this? Because this I definitely want in there. I could do it something like that. Or I could do another flip over here with all my other stuff. This. Yeah, let's do another flip. Because I got the stuff from the baby shoes. Yes, let's do that. So we'll put the baby shoes on the back of this one. I might end up having to go into another page, but I don't think we're going to do that. So let's get this figured out so I don't have to do that. I just don't like doing 2 pages or 3 because I prefer it just to be a two spread page. All right, let's get this bad boy stuck on here. I thought this was so cute. It came with her shoes and it is super adorable. So let's trim it this way. And I might leave it hanging over. I should have did it the other side. Crap. Never mind, we're not leaving it hanging over on that side. I could have done the flip on that side, but that's okay. All right. So I'm going to do a flip over here and get all my junk in here. Okay. And then we got a sticker from my granddaughters. I think they're stickers anyways. Are they? Oh, they are. Cute. Actually, I might put these. Do I want to put these on here? I might put these. Do I want to put them on the front? Let's see. And we'll put them on here. Okay, just put them on here. Super cute. And then this one was from the grandsons. And then I want to figure out if I can peel this piece off from the slides that I got her. I might be able to peel it off. I just want to get that Adidas part. There we go. Perfect. I'm actually probably going to get that whole thing. Let me see, I might just rip. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll do it like this. And actually, we might be able to put some other stuff back here as well, because I have a feeling that I should use this piece for like maybe the jewelry part of all of the stuff that I got. So let's get, where's my tape? Let's get this on here. So back to the question I was asking you, do you guys keep track of all the stuff that you use up? Because I have like a backstock of everything, and I like to see what I use up throughout the year. And I did it last year as well, so I have last year's numbers, and we'll see, like, compare them to this year's numbers. So when I went school shopping for my granddaughter, I went to TJ Maxx, and I ended up grabbing a few things for the house. So that's what these are from. And I think this might be from, is this from the towels? So my husband's like, we don't have any dark hand towels or kitchen towels. This might not be from the kitchen towels. I think that might be the other ones. But yeah, he was like, we don't have any dark kitchen towels. So I found these black kitchen towels. Oh no, this is from the jewelry holder that I ended up finding. Because I got a lot of jewelry. Okay. And this one is pretty. So we're going to put this in there as well. And then I did get a stainless steel like mesh strainer for when I do I keep all of my scraps from my vegetables. So I'm going to do like a vegetable stock. I'm going to throw it in my big roaster and let that go for a while. All the scraps with water and make some vegetable stock. I'll probably let it go for like not a half an hour, like a day, 24 hours. And then I will can that up. How do we want to do this one? If I get this sticker off the back, I can use the back side, and that would be way less real estate on my page. And TJ Maxx stickers sometimes are not friendly, and they leave like a sticky residue. All depends on the type of tag you're pulling it off from. So last night I went up to the DG Market here next to me. I love that place. That is awesome. It's freaking huge too. And I found this mixing bowl, and I kind of want to wait till next Saturday so I can use my $5 off and buy a few of them. Oh my God, they're super pretty. They're like white, and then on the interior they have this blue floral pattern. Super pretty. Pardon, needed a drink. So yeah, that's not gonna work there. I'm gonna put this on there too. That's from the toy that I bought my pup. We may have to go into an extra one. I mean, I could put a flip over here. Possibly. We might possibly have to do that. I think I might put some of the jewelry numbers and things up here. I'm probably not going to put all the tags on this. All the jewelry tags. We'll see what happens because that's what this space over here is for. But I could put that strainer tag over there. But I was excited to see the 777 number. That's a lucky number. Plus, it's an angel number. So let's pull all of these little tags. I got some silver there. I got those there. Yeah, we probably won't do all these big ones. I do want this one. I got an iPad. I know it's the 9th gen, but that's okay. I got it for 150 bucks, and I will take it. Okay, and I'm probably only going to use one of those packets for those rings that I bought. And we'll put those over there, and we'll see what we can get with these packing tags. All right, let's see what we got going on here now. I can probably put, like this one, I can put some on this one over here. And then what I do with my scissors right here, I can stick some of these. These little ones. So this coming junk week, so we're doing last week's junk, and it is now actually Sunday. So I'm a week behind in my journal, and I hate being behind in my journal because I feel like I have to get caught up, but that's okay. I don't have that much junk, to be honest with you, and I'm okay with that because then that means I don't have a whole lot to get caught up on, and that I might even only have like a 2-page spread. Won't have to do any flip-flops. Very, very minimal this week. I didn't even go grocery shopping this week, actually. I did a small pickup order for my husband's water. And then this week, I'm going to do a pickup, and I think I'm going to order some too, because now you can order by the 12 packs and have it delivered. It's like $1 more, but that's okay, because that's all he drinks. So, but I could also just stop at Walmart and do a pickup order like every day to get stocked up on his water. I do have to go out to the garage and get mine. I just drink regular water. So that worked out great. And you know what? I'm going to put my iPad one here. And then we might be able to put the strainer one onto the back of that Klondike bar one. I'm going to have to move my book here soon. Flip it around because it's getting a little sticky in that area. We're going to put this one right there. Okay, we'll put you over to the side for right now. Oh, we got the EpiPen for my husband too. Okay. Oh, we have this down here. Maybe I might be able to peel this too because it's thick. Let me see if I can peel this. Okay, so it was going to rip if I did that. So I just pulled this part off and we'll glue it on. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Let's take and put this beautiful strainer that I wanted. We're going to put this right here. And then I think we will do Farm Country right there. Okay, let me get my tape. And we're going to cut some of those down. And then, okay, I was like, wait a second. We're going to put a good amount of tape on this because it is like a heavier duty cardboard. And I don't want it to lift off. And actually really focusing on getting that to close right there. I'm still in the process of wrapping all that washi that I got. I think I've done 5 cards, and I probably got another 7 to go, and they're the small washi's. They're really thin stuff, but it goes pretty quick. I just do it like mindlessly while I'm watching some YouTube videos, getting caught up on the Lindsay Clancy trial. And I'm actually going to, today, I'm going to sit down and I'm actually going to watch some court TV and pull it up right from the start. Because I know, like, TikTok, you can get, like, bits and pieces, and some people, like, do highlights of the trial and things like that. But I think I want to just sit down, get some stuff down, and watch it right straight from the beginning. I think it's on Court TV on YouTube. And I know there was a couple news channels that were doing it live, but I don't have cable because that shit's expensive. And definitely not worth it. I mean, our internet's expensive. Like, ridiculously expensive for just internet. But hey, it's just some fast internet, I can tell you that. Some good internet. But we have to have good internet because my husband loves his games, and I'm okay with that. But I am not adding cable to that bill, because if we were to add cable to our internet bill, it would probably be close to $300. And no thank you. Let's put you up here. And then we're going to put this, where's my glue? Oh my God. So I was looking at our weather for, it's August, guys. It's August. It's supposed to be hot here. And I think today's like one of the last 80s that we're going to have. And it's only supposed to get up to 81. And it was chilly when I went out. When I looked at the weather this morning, it was 51 degrees. That is crazy. Like, we're normally in the high 80s in August. And it's only going to be like mid 70s to low 70s for the rest of the month, it says. So let's put this EpiPen. I can't remember if I told you in the previous video. My husband got stung. I did tell you. So this is the EpiPen. Let's get this in here. I gotta flip around or pull down my glue book over here. I figured using a glue book's a little bit easier than having to find a piece of paper to glue on every time, because I don't like having that mess on my desk. So let's get this EpiPen. I get home yesterday from work, and he's mowing the lawn, and he was over by the beehive that we keep, and he had the bee suit on. I was like, why do you have your bee suit on? He goes, I pissed off the bees earlier because I took their honey. And I was like, well, that's smart of you to put your bee suit on then. And oh my God, he's too funny. And I just put that upside down. I freaking love him. I swear, I like married my best friend. I really did. I hit the lottery when I found him. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Okay, so we have some packing slips. So that one I can't really cut down. And these were off. I might be able to put one here. Nope, don't want to cover up my pretzels. Okay. I'm gonna have to move this part over a little bit so I can get to this part. All right, let's get, this is from the iPad. So let's trim this down a little bit. And then that way I definitely need to stay off those auctions. I mean, granted, you get some really good deals. Like, man, that iPad was such a great deal. But it's a good spot to be finding, like, Christmas gifts. I can tell you that. Like, I'm going to be watching the Milwaukee one, because my husband loves their tools. So I'll be finding him some Christmas gifts on there. I'll probably watch for my son, too, if that's something that he wants. I'm just going to cut that part right there. They do have some home stuff too. I found this one that's like got blankets, curtains, things like that. So I'm thinking to watch for that. Let's see. I don't think I need any more of those. So yeah, I'm going to watch for that as well and see if I can find like some blenders or like vacuum sealers and things like that, because I know that is something that like Mike and Mackenzie are looking for. And I know my daughter loves her blankets, and Penny loves blankets. Asher loves blankets. Soft blankets at that. But then Call Me Chris, she is a true crime that I listen to a lot. She was talking about Lola blankets, so I kind of want to look into those and see what those are about. She says they are like the softest blanket she's ever touched. So I kind of want to look into those for everybody. And my mom absolutely loves a good soft blanket. My mom's really hard to buy for. Just putting that out there. Because if she wants something, she's going to go buy it for herself. So, I mean, I kind of do that too. And then I tell everybody, just buy me a gift card for Christmas because I'm going on vacation or, you know, and it just works out like that for me. And that's what that's what I like, you know, because when I need something, I need it right then and there. I don't want to wait. Like if I need a new bed set, I need a new bed set. Funny thing is my daughter, I think 2 years ago, she got me and my husband a new blanket, and I absolutely love the blanket. It's not like a heavy blanket or anything, and I've been using that blanket, and my husband uses the actual comforter that we have. So we don't share a blanket. And I know some people will think that's weird, but it is what it is. He gets hot, I get cold, so I use the thicker blanket, and he uses the thinner blanket, which is our comforter. And it's not because we don't want to share blankets. It's just how it is. It is what it is. And I have a comfort blanket out on my couch, and they feel a little weighted to me, and I absolutely love it. It's so soft. But if I take a nap, so I'm having a lot of swelling in my legs. Like I suffer from edema, and I have for years. So, and it's raging right now for some reason. If I nap on the couch and I use that blanket, my legs sweat. I've never had my legs sweat before in my life. And, oh, I wanted to get that GRA in here. So I thought that was really freaking weird. But that blanket is heavy, but I also have all that fluid like build up in my legs. How do I want to do this? I mean, I could. I don't even know. I could put it back here. Let's do it that way. I'm going to have to stick it like that. Yep. That's what we're going to have to do. I totally forgot about that guy, because I don't want to cover up anything else I have up here. But I can probably take these and put them in these little spots. Get that stuff used up. If not, it's going in the trash. I don't save anything from the previous week because I was doing that, and it just didn't pertain to that week's stuff. So I'm like, no, I'm building up way too much trash, and it's not getting used because I'm using that week's stuff. So I threw it all out, and I just keep what I need and what I want that pertains to that week. And it gets in here, and I know what I did that week by looking at my junk, and it works out great. We're gonna tape this really good because it's kind of heavy. It's got lots of stuff in it. And I actually just got my earrings, and I got 2 pairs of earrings and 3 necklaces, and I got some more of these, but I don't think I'm going to put them in for next week, but I might because I don't have very many things that are going to go on for next week. So we might throw one of those in, and I might put in some pictures next week. I don't know. We'll see. What did I do? There it is. My little peeler tool. Absolutely love this thing. Dollar Tree, if you ever find them, they're a 2-pack. Work great. Okay. And then I think I might do a plan with me this week. I haven't done one in a while. We'll see. I also want to start my Tennessee journal. When we were down in Tennessee last fall, I had my daily journal that I did, and I put pictures in there. Did I do pictures? I can't remember. I'll have to look. I don't think I did do pictures because I don't think I brought my printer with me. So in this travel journal, I want to do pictures and all the other junk. I have so much junk. I did put like some stuff in my daily journal. I mean, I put a lot of stuff in that daily journal actually. And then I want to get that done. So I'm going to take you guys along with me on that funness. Okay. So let's get you stuck down. Cooperate with me. Okay. So we're going to flip you there. I could stick. Can I stick you here? No. You're going to cover up that word. Can I stick you here? No. You're going in the trash. Okay. So we need to do another little flip. Do we want to flip it this way too? Possibly. Let's do that. Let's get you stuck in. And what I think I'm going to do for my little pamphlet from when I had to go get blood work done, I think I'll just do a little tip in over there on the movie picture. Ow. We don't need that, but we do need tape. I think I'm going to use some packing tape. So let me pause you and tear it because, man, that's loud. Okay. Let's move you back over here. Put some cap on the glue so it doesn't dry. All right. I'm just going to cut it in half. And then I am going to have to do it this way, I think. Maybe not. I think I can do it this way. No, I think I am going to because I have this there. I'm going to have to do it that way. You know what? Let's flip this guy out and then we will do it this way. Okay, and then we'll take this piece and stick you. My dog is eating his feet. Okay, there. And then we're just going to use regular tape. And does it taste good, Bobo? Get this one tipped in over here. I have to go a little bit closer because this isn't as wide. Here we go. Yeah, and now he's going to gag because his feet taste gross. Or he got a hairball, one of the two. Because that dog is shedding big time. Okay, perfect. There we go. Oh, we gotta do a piece up there too. And get that like push right down on there. You all right, mister? There we go. So when it came to my scrapbooking stuff, I had gone through a lot of it and boxed it up, put most of it out in the garage upstairs, and then I had some boxes still in here that needed to go out there, and they just haven't made it out there yet. So I've kind of been going through it and picking stuff out of it again. I did copy this so it won't disappear. All right, so I think that is it. I think that's all my junk for this week. Okay, so we got a flip here, our movie one. We got our Klondike flip with our jewelry and our TikTok auction stuff. My big canning pot, DJ Maxx stuff, and a little bit of jewelry stuff. Nope, you're supposed to stay down. Thank you. And just a mishmash of other things. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and I appreciate you spending some time with me today. I had fun today and yesterday, but I'm going to piece it together so you won't even know. But I had fun doing this junk with me, and it came out cute, and I love it, and I appreciate you spending time with me. And make sure you are subscribed and your bell notification is turned on so you catch my next one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.